Have you ever heard of a place called Dreamland? No, not Disneyland, though that's pretty dreamy. I'm talking about a magical place where all dreams go when they're broken. It is also the setting for this week's story about a boy who was afraid of the dark. Milo loved the night, while other kids his age were afraid of the dark. He would stay up past his bedtime every night, gazing out his window at the moon and stars. He'd make up stories about the constellations, each one more fantastical than the last. One night, Milo's mom came into his room to tuck him in. "Why aren't you in bed?" she asked. "It's past your bedtime." Milo pointed to the window. "But Mom, I have to finish my story. The hero has to save the princess from the dragon." His mom smiled and tucked him in. "Well, then you should get some sleep so you can be strong like the hero in your story." But Milo just couldn't sleep. As soon as his mom left the room, he got out of bed and tiptoed to the window. That's when he saw it, a tiny train made of polished wood and driven by a glowing coal car. It looked like it had come straight out of one of his stories. And it was only then that Milo noticed how dark it was outside. All the streetlights had been turned off, and even the moon had vanished behind a cloud. Suddenly, the train whistled and puffed up a plume of smoke. Just then, a woman in a nightgown appeared on the other side of the window. "All aboard," she called out. "This train only runs at midnight and we're leaving in 3 minutes." Milo didn't know where the train was going, but he had a feeling it was an adventure he couldn't miss. So he put on a jacket and ran to catch the train. When he finally reached it, the woman conductor was waiting for him with a smile. "So glad you could make it," she said. "I've been expecting you." She helped him climb aboard, and the train pulled out of the station. They traveled past houses and streets until they reached a clearing in the woods. And there in front of them was a magnificent palace made of spun sugar and candied fruit. "This is the place where all broken dreams come to be fixed," the conductor said. "And you, Milo, are just the boy to help them." Before Milo could ask what he meant, a group of toys came running toward him, each one more dusty and broken than the last. They looked like they'd been through a war, and Milo felt a surge of determination. He might just be a kid, but he wasn't afraid of a little hard work. In fact, he thrived on it, and so with a big smile on his face, he set to work fixing what was broken. The toys were so grateful for Milo's help that they cheered when he finished. Then they all boarded the train and waved goodbye to him as it chugged back into the night. Back in his own room, Milo climbed into bed with a big smile on his face. Now that he knew there was a place where dreams went when they were broken, he wasn't afraid of the dark anymore. In fact, he welcomed it. After all, it was just another excuse for an adventure. The end.